On this episode of Aaron's Workbench, we're going to play with some rust and some pan pastels. In this segment, I'm going to talk about how I went about weathering the steel spans of my bridge. Now, as I edit this video, the one you're watching now, I realized that I didn't really show how I ended up with what I did. And because I'm too far along with the bridge, I can't bring it back to the workbench and show you how I weathered it because I'm already beyond that. So I went in my junk drawer and I pulled out some more of these spans, and of course this is how they come out of the kit, just black plastic. This is just spritzed with that brown Rust-Oleum camouflage paint. Camouflage with one M. I know I misspelled it in the last video, but there's no way to fix that after I've published it without taking the video down and doing it over. Anyway, I do know how to spell camouflage. Okay, so this is what I had. After I sprayed the deck, and I got some overspray on the side of the bridge, it was, pretty close to the color of the cap. Bare plastic, painted plastic. Just rattle can, camouflage brown. Okay. Pouring some mineral spirits into a cap. Set that aside so you don't knock it over and make a big mess. Okay. I have this Ammo brand light rust wash. Okay. There's some BBs in here, that's why it rattles. This is my technique. Hopefully I can replicate it again. I did it on each side of the bridge, and it's just too cumbersome to try to record that with the bridge. I mean, it's 3 feet long and banging into things. And this is really flat, so it appears dark on screen. So I may have used this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up some of the mineral spirits, and I'm going to get these steel panels wet, and I'm going to work it until this camouflage paint starts to come off. And you're going to know that by this paper towel. It's going to start turning brown. And then what I'm going to do is pick up, with a saturated tip, I'm going to pick up some of this light rust, and just quickly go over it and then dab up the excess and then let it dry. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Saturate the brush. Okay. Let's get it, soak it. Okay, it's starting to come off. Grab some of this rust. Just wash it. Now pull it down if you want. Dab up some of that. And give it a little bit wet. And this is what it's going to look like right now. I'm going to set this in front of a fan and let it dry. While that other piece dries, I've been playing with this unpainted bridge span, and I've taken just raw, with nothing in it, mineral spirits. Just kind of soak this one panel down a little bit, and there seems to be a reaction with the plastic. See? I don't know if it's etching it a little bit, but I'm just gonna get it wet and I'm gonna let this one dry. I just want to see what it's going to look like. I'm curious. I think it's going to turn it silver. And here is this piece after, 5 minutes in front of a fan. It's a little bit of a silvering in the black plastic. And you can work with that. Some more mineral spirits on it. There. And then get some of that straight rust, light rust. Just put it on those rivets. Okay. It's kind of heavy. Get some of that excess off. Now we're going to let this dry again. Here, to quickly conclude what I just did, and I let these dry overnight. As they dry, they become a little bit lighter. This one I played with a little bit more, and I don't know. Just trying to show you what the results you get just by using this light rust wash and some mineral spirits or some thinner. Just the spirits alone will kind of, I don't know, give the black plastic a little bit of a frosty look. And you can dab it on, you can just wash it, you can put it on heavy, stand it upright. A lot of that excess will fill this bottom line, rivet line. just end up with a few different effects here. Of course, you could paint this black, or you could paint that any color, but these two were sprayed with the camouflage brown, and some of that's still there. This is what I did on the bridge, but just play around, figure out what works for you. It's only your eye that matters. Actually, I don't mind it looking like this, but there's some kind of reaction with the mineral spirits and the black Central Valley plastic that makes it silvers just a little bit, and it's a really cool effect. Some of this on this end where that paint overspray came off. Now I have pan pastels. And here we go. Red iron oxide extra dark. The pictures of the bridge, this is pretty close to what I have in pictures. I can post a picture. No. I just have a bristle brush. Let's make sure it's dry. I'm just going to work some of that into these panels. Pick some up. It's going to tone down that orange. See how that darkened that up? Well, there's no reason not to stay with this if you like that, but I need this to look like 60 or so years of rust, and to me it would be darker than that. And in pictures, this is there you go. So it's work that in. I like that. That's gonna look good in the shadows when the structure of the bridge is in front of it. You're still gonna, it's probably a little lighter than it really is, but it's gonna show a little bit through the shadows. It's not just gonna be a black hole behind the structure of the bridge. So I'm gonna do that to the rest of these panels, and let's see what that looks like. So far, I'm getting this effect. You can still see this through it, but it's just darkened. It's just this rust. It's aged, let's say that. Just takes it back a little. I don't think you can do this wrong. Because this rusty steel, once I get to these ties, are going to be just a little bit darker brown or black with creosote. There's going to be a contrast between the metal and the wood ties. You're gonna like that. Take the brush and twist it up in there. Blow off the extra. Some places it gets thick. That's fine. It starts looking pretty good. It looks like just rusty old steel plates. Suppose you could add graffiti, or you could decorate that a little bit. Put some swallow nests on there. It is. Oh. Got a little friend. Anyway, let me finish doing this to the rest of these panels.